Hi there, my name's Jacob and I'm a member of the team from ubisend, and today I'm going to be talking about easy lead generation ideas that you can pull off with a chatbot. Now, this video is a little bit different than normal. I'm not going to be showing off, say, your typical chatbot that you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen. Instead, I'm going to be showing off a full-page chatbot. And the way that a full-page chatbot operates is it follows basically all of the same principles as a normal chatbot, but it just takes up the full screen. You're going to see what I mean in a second. It provides a much more immersive experience, it's a lot more engaging, and it's a lot more interactive. So when you are trying to look for ways to, say, boost your business, bring in more prospects, bring in more leads, a full-page chatbot really can be the way to go, because the experience it gives is just unlike anything that a lot of people have engaged with. Your competitors aren't going to be doing the same thing, so you're going to be able to stand out. And because it's a completely distraction-free experience, you're not going to be losing out on leads, getting distracted by something else on the website, clicking somewhere else and kind of forgetting what they were doing. So it really is a powerful way for you to increase your lead base. Now, I think the best way is just to kind of talk through a couple examples on the screen without me kind of talking and nattering on too much longer here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump straight in and just start showing you what you can do yourself at your business, or say even at home if you're currently working from home. Really easy to set up. Before I do that, make sure you either like the video and put a subscribe on the channel. We're always bringing out great new content and you don't want to miss out or be late in the game. All right, let's get started and see what you can do with a full page chatbot. Okay, so on my screen at the moment, you're able to see a full page chatbot. And this is just, for the sake of this video, we're just going to be talking through as if this is kind of a web design agency or a marketing agency. And this is a full page chatbot they have on their website. And I'm a new customer or a prospective customer just trying to find out a bit more about their brand and see if they're the kind of people to help me. So as you can see straight away, I've just been kind of greeted by the chatbot, and it's saying, giving me the options of I can either see case studies, I can learn about their services, or I can just kind of ask a question just straight off the bat. And I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of run through and we'll just start with showing me some case studies. As obviously, if you're in the marketing industry area, this is kind of, or marketing agency I should say, this is quite a nice way, and a lot of people obviously, they like to see case studies. So we'll just click show me case studies. And rather than, say, having just kind of a typical long form case study, what's coming through on the screen here is, you'll have to forgive my very slow internet there, but what's coming through on the screen here is the straight up video just about pulling together a little case study. So it's a nicer way of kind of showing off some of your case studies. If you are creating video content, you can just include it. I can literally just click play here. I don't have to leave the window. It's not hosted on, although this video is hosted on YouTube, I'm not having to watch it on YouTube where I'm then going to get distracted by the comments. I'm still now free to just continue talking to the chatbot, continue engaging. And obviously as well, this could easily be, rather than just a video here, this could actually be the case study itself, pulled straight from the website by the chatbot. So their screen would just half and half of it would be the content on your website about the case study, the other half would still be the chatbot. So they're able to engage without getting lost and without getting distracted. Or let's say, for example, that's just kind of a quick way of how you can just use video content. It's quite nice and it saves you having to host it on your own website. But let's go with something, say, like what e-commerce experience do you have? So this is a bit more of a general question that somebody might just be asking. You're trying to get leads in, you're hoping that you're going to be able to wow them. They've got their own questions to work out if they're the right people for you. So you're just going to click enter there, and it's going to say, we've worked with a range of brands within the e-commerce space, from SMEs to global businesses. In this webinar, we explain what e-commerce brands need to do to stand out in 2021. So you've answered the question, you've also given them the option to then be joining a webinar. So I think in the space of what I've done, about two things on the chatbot there. I've been shown a video, could have even been written content, and I've also been just asked a general question, got a solid answer, and I'm already been offered a video, offered a link to a webinar, and people are far more likely to actually watch this webinar, register for it, download it, however it is working for you, but with this kind of conversational medium, because they're actually now engaged with the chatbot, they've got their answer, and they've been given the capabilities to watch more, rather than just sitting on, say, webinars tab on your website, which might not be getting that many views, or the conversion rate on it might be not going too highly for you. So this is what you need. Just get a full page chatbot, make your content that little bit more accessible via a full page medium. But what we'll do now as well is we're just going to jump back to the start of the conversation. So I'm just going to pretend I'd only just landed on it again. So I'll just click reset here. And then again, obviously I can now just click about our services and run through a bit of a different conversation. Just to give you a bit of a heads up, there's going to be like a little bit of an inquiry towards the end of this conversation, so I'll show you how a chatbot can actually take an inquiry from me to pass it on to the team without anyone needing to have to fill out a form or anything long like that, whilst also finding out about a few different ways of information and showing off a few other nice ways that you can show your content and kind of warm leads and potential leads with a full page chatbot. So if I just click about our services here, As you can see, it now says we offer a range of web development services, and I can click say next at the bottom, or I can just ask a question about the web development services. It's always nice to kind of give that choice of them being able to find out more information themselves, or just keep talking to the chatbot. And now then, obviously, they specialise in Magento, WordPress and Wix. I can learn more about either of these. I'll learn about WordPress, as it's one of the more commonly used, depending upon the size of the business. And we've been working with WordPress since we were just starting out. Let's take a look at why brands come to us. And again, I can click through next, and this is where it becomes into this part of this really engaging, interactive experience for your prospects. Here we have 5 developers that specialise in WordPress. I can see their profiles be taken to each of these lovely people. That might be a stock photo there, 10 out of 10 if you guessed that was a stock photo, just for the purpose of this demonstration. And I can just click through. I can see that they've won different awards, that then I can again ask questions about the awards, click on to learn more about the awards, or alternatively I can keep clicking through and I can see about their pricing, or I could say click back to the start and then I could click back through to the pricing. That's a huge amount, but let's say I'm interested in the pricing, I've got this far, I like what I see, so I can say, alright, tell me more about your pricing. And then each project's priced on an individual basis. Complete website builds typically range between £2,000 to £5,000. I've just priced that myself when I was kind of making up for this. Let me know in the comments if that is correct or incorrect in terms of a kind of rough vague of how much a website build would cost. And then obviously we've got, do you want me to get one of our team to send you a quote our way? And I can just click yes, no, talk and say, ask it a different question, so I could ask something completely irrelevant if I've got this far. I can just say yes. Let's say I do want them to give us a quote. And then they'll say, what type of project do you have in mind? I'll put web development about squirrels. So I'm going to spell squirrels completely wrong there and just make up a completely ridiculous project. And then I'm going to say, what's the best email to get back to you on? I'll just again put an example email. So I'll just put jacob@example.com. And then the chatbot's going to say, okay, team member will get back to you on my email there. Just masked a little bit, just for kind of, you never know if they're on a public computer or they want other people to just see their email in massive letters on the screen. So it's always nice to kind of put that little bit of extra kind of data security in there. Really easy to do within the chatbot platform as well. There's just a little button that you click and it says mask and it doesn't show the data to anybody. Always nice to see. But yeah, as you can see, it was really easy for me to kind of fulfill out a form and be able to make an inquiry in the space of kind of seconds really there. Obviously, I trimmed down that kind of conversation a little bit for the purpose of showing you what you could do with a full page chatbot. But I'm sure as you're watching this, you're going to be thinking, oh, actually, we've got loads of information. We've got loads of downloadables that we could be showing via the chatbot when people are finding out or asking questions about our brand. It's really easy to actually link them into an inquiry or a demo or a quote conversation, because at any point whenever someone asks a question, you're just able to say, do you want me to get somebody to get a bit more information? Do you want me to pass on an email? Do you want me to pass on a note? We'll get something tailored back to you. That kind of conversational medium of a chatbot makes it so much more likely that they'll go, actually, yeah, okay, because it's just, say if you're on a website and they're reading one of your blog posts and they're like, oh, perfect, this is what I need. They're then going to go off and do something else, get distracted. Having that kind of instant, here's what you need, do you want me to kind of just take that little extra step for you? It makes it feel really natural. It's not pushy at all in the slightest. And because of the full page chatbot medium, I'm not getting distracted by other elements on the page. It's just purely getting me what I need to know and increasing the odds that they're going to convert. And this is kind of the key. Basically, this is a nice, simple, give them the information that they need, give them the knowledge and show off kind of how fancy and incredible your brand is, and then make it really, really easy for them to convert. And you can do that easy peasy with a full page chatbot. Okay, so that was a few really quick, really nice examples of how you can boost the amount of leads coming into your business using a full page chatbot. One thing I would also like to mention as well is that everything that we discussed here today, it's had to be quite quick. I haven't been able to go into everything that you could be doing because I think if I did, that video would probably be 12 hours long, and I think if you were trying to watch a 12 hours long video on lead generation, you might start to doze off a little bit towards the end, so I haven't put you through that. But just to kind of give you an idea of some of the extra stuff that you could be doing that I haven't touched on in the video. Say for example, you can provide personalized content depending upon the web page one of your users is on. So you might have, say, a prospect and they've landed on your case studies page, or let's say a ebook download page, and then the chatbot can just pop up like, do you want to see a quick taster of this ebook? Then all they have to do is click yes, they're taken off to another full page chatbot, and it's able to kind of really make them far more likely to download that content and become a lead, because it's able to give them a taster on the screen and they can actually engage with it, ask a few questions about it, really make sure that this is for them, and then they're going to hit download, and not only do you have a lead, but you've got a much warmer lead because they've already been engaging with your brand. So full page chatbots really are an incredible way to boost the amount of leads that you're getting in. If you do ever want to see under the hood of ubisend, see how you could use it to create similar experiences that you saw on the screen today, I'll leave a link to our website down in the description of this video. Be sure to go check it out. It only takes a few seconds. It's a really great way to help boost leads for your business. And also as well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You don't want to be missing out on some of the content that we've got planned in the next few months. Okay, and thank you very much, and I'll see you all later.